everyone. Welcome to Inconvenient Truths. I'm your host, Jennifer Zeng. Recently, an event that turned bloody happened in London, in which some exiled Hong Kongers were badly attacked by the event organizer, the Federation of UK Fujian Chinese. I received some exclusive tips about that event and unearthed some exclusive background information of the Vice President of the Federation of UK Fujian Chinese. So I will present all the evidence to show you how the CCP is exercising its long arm of governance in other countries. I believe the information I'm going to present is very important. So please make sure you stick around till the end. Before I move on to our story today, I want to show you a comment from a viewer. So this viewer says he has not received any notification from my channel for some time and he thought I had stopped making videos. So he is not the first one who tells me this. This is just another piece of evidence of YouTube's suppression of my channel. So please bookmark my channel and go back to check it annually. Or you can go to my website at jenniferzengblog.com to sign up for membership. In this way, you will never miss a show. I'm now posting the script and uploading an audio file to each show at the members area so that busy people can choose to read the script or listen to the audio to learn the content of and save time. For myself, I always prefer reading the script as that is much faster than watching the video. So I offer members this kind of service for you to save your time. Another option is to follow me on social media. I'm on as many platforms as I can, such as Twitter, Facebook, Gap, and Geta, and Instagram, LinkedIn, MeWe, SafeChat, and I also have a channel on Telegram. So please follow me on those platforms. I almost always post a notification about new shows on these places. So if you follow me there, your chance to see my posts will increase. Okay, now let's move to our story today. On November 27th, several pro-CCP Chinese organizations in the UK organized a Stop Asian Hate rally at the Chinatown in London. In the meantime, some Hong Kong people were also there, holding their famous banner that says "Free Hong Kong, Revolution Now." So this is the banner that became very famous in the Hong Kong people's anti-extradition bill protest against the CCP in 2019. While the rally was going on, more than a dozen people suddenly started to beat up the Hong Kong people, and the event soon became a bloodbath. Let's watch a video of it. Well, that's how fierce the fight was. It was reported that at least one Hong Kong youth was rushed to the hospital because he was very badly beaten and his head was bleeding, and at least one person was arrested by the police. And do you know where I got this video? from a pro-CCP Twitter account called Faceless Man. Do you see the two CCP flags on his account name? Also, do you know what he says when he tweeted this video? This is the English translation of his tweet. The local Chinese organizations in London today clashed with the Hong Kong Independence Organization at Chinatown, and the Hong Kong Independence Yellow Corps was beaten by the patriots from the Fujian Hometown Association. What a relief! Beat them to death. Gave me a good beating. He used the dirty word starting with F several times, but I cannot repeat those. By the way, the Hong Kong Independent Yellow Corps is an insulting name given to Hong Kong people who love freedom and who are therefore anti-CCP. So this is the photo of this faceless man. I heard Twitter is removing pro-CCP propaganda accounts. I think this one should definitely be removed, and it is asking pro-CCP thugs to beat Hong Kong people to death. And this faceless man is not the only one that feels so happy about the Hong Kong Independent Yellow Corps being beaten. The CCP's official mouthpiece, Global Times, published an article saying Chinese in London angrily beat up Hong Kong independence elements after being viciously harassed at an anti-discrimination rally. So when the Global Times posted the video we just saw, it put on such a title, Righteous Rally Harassed, Patriotic Chinese Beat Up Hong Kong Independent Elements in Anger. And you know what? They actually added a very famous song called Men Should Be Strong from a famous Chinese Kung Fu movie that talks about how Chinese people fought back against foreign invaders in Qing Dynasty to glorify the violence against the Hong Kongers. Let's take a look at the Global Times edited version of the violent video we just saw. I recorded it from their own website. Well, and when I search for the patriotic Chinese beat up Hong Kong independence elements in anger in Chinese on China's search engine Baidu, I could get over 3 million results. Almost all the big and small Chinese websites inside China reported this incident and glorified the patriotic action of beating up the Hong Kong independent elements. Element is also an insulting word the CCP uses against any people they don't like. Although the pro-CCP organizers in London, including the Federation of UK Fujian Chinese, Mingquan Legal Center, the Monitoring Group, etc., are now vigorously denying that they had anything to do with the violence, the Global Times report said that people who attacked the Hong Kongers were several Chinese from the Federation of Hong Kong Fujian Chinese, and the report also admitted that the man arrested by the police was a picket of the event organizer. However, this part of the report was already deleted from the website, so the screenshots you are seeing now was captured before it was removed. Why did they delete this part? Not only the CCP's official media heavily promoted the patriotic violence against the Hong Kongers, the videos and images are also widely circulated on Chinese social media platforms, and many brainwashed little pinks are so excited about the victory. Now, let's take a look at some chat records of a WeChat group called the UK Against Hong Kong Independence. You can see there are 256 people in this group in the beginning, and then more people were added. The number became 286. One person, whose account name is Monk, said, "Can anyone add all the patriotic friends in the UK into this group? Those who know how to fight are the best." Then someone asked, "Why do we need those who can fight?" Monk replied, "Sometimes we can't avoid fighting with the poisonous Hong Kongers." In Chinese, poisonous sounds the same as independence, so he used poisonous Hong Kongers instead of Hong Kong independence elements in his chat. And then he said, "Next time when we need to beat people up, remember to beat these kinds of people first. People who hold a camera or their blank flag or a microphone or a loudspeaker. Beat those key people hard first." Then several people gave him a thumbs up, agreeing with what he said. Then a person whose account name is Gao Bu La Le said, "Thanks for the support of an anonymous boss. Now 10,000 pounds is offered for anyone who can provide information of either the workplace or home address of Simon Chen, founder of Hong Kongers in Britain, and Nathan Law, who is referred to as senior Hong Kong independence element in this chat." He said, "If you can provide the workplace or home address of one of these two people, I will send the 10,000 pounds to your home." So this is a photo of Simon Chen and a report about him being tortured by the CCP when he worked for Britain's consulate in Hong Kong in 2019. Obviously, he's now living in the UK, and 10,000 pounds is offered for anyone who can provide information about his workplace or home address. And this is Nathan Law's Twitter account. You can see that he called himself a Hong Kong activist, a youngest lawmaker in Hong Kong history, now exiled in London. And this is a CCP mouthpiece Global Times article which calls him a tool for the West to do dirty work. Please note the date of this article. It was on November 24th, only 3 days before the attack in London happened, when 10,000 pounds was also offered for information of his workplace or home address. Now go back to the chat record. On the last page of the chat records, one can see that Ling Xinxiang from Federation of UK Fujian Chinese is also in the chat. He's actually the vice president of the Federation of UK Fujian Chinese. He added an account called Story of Man to this group and then gave a speech for 5 minutes. Then Monk suggested everyone tie a piece of red cloth on their hands so that when the fight starts, they know who their own people are. Then another person suggested Ling Xinxiang to notify the Chinese embassy in the UK about this event so that the Chinese embassy can offer them support. So I guess that's why after the violence happened, all the Chinese media published reports to praise the patriotic actions of these patriotic people. The Chinese embassy must have already arranged everything, including media coverage. If you're watching from the UK, let me show you who this monk is. He incited people to attack Hong Kongers. You might be able to report him to the police as a domestic terrorist. So this is Monk's account. And this is his photo. Don't ask me where I got this. I have my resources everywhere, and sometimes Chinese people give me tips as they know that I can expose these people to the English-speaking world. Now let's check who this Ling Xinxiang is. It's not that hard at all to find out who he is. See this report on Sohu's website. This is a feature story about Ling Xinxiang. And this is a picture from that report. He was invited back to China to attend the celebration of the CCP's 69th anniversary of the National Day, and that was in 2018. This photo shows him attending the inauguration of the Belt and Road Association UK in March 2019. We all know how important the Belt and Road Initiative is for the CCP, right? And he was invited to that event. This one shows him attending the annual 2 sessions of Fujian City in Fujian province in January 2019. 2 sessions refer to the annual plenary sessions of the 2 organizations that make national-level political decisions, the National People's Congress and the National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference. We all know that the 2 sessions are the most important political gatherings for the CCP each year, and he was invited to attend the annual 2 sessions in his hometown. This one shows him giving a speech at the reception to celebrate the CCP's 70th anniversary of National Day. This reception was organized by the Federation of UK Fujian Chinese in London. And this many people were invited. And the CCP's diplomat, Councillor Lu Haitian, who is in the middle of this photo, was invited. Ling Xinxiang was first left, and he won a contribution award during that ceremony. So that's why he's holding a trophy in the picture. So this is the report about the same reception by the CCP's most important mouthpiece, People's Daily. Only CCP's most important people and organizations can be reported by the People's Daily. So if you say any people or any organization reported by People's Daily, you know their importance to the CCP. And do you see this photo? This website is called Overseas Fujianers, and the sponsors of it are the CCP's propaganda department and the United Front department of the Fujian City in Fujian province. And Ling Xinxiang's photo and story are put at very important positions on this website. Do we need more evidence? Again, if you're watching from the UK, perhaps you can contact the UK police and forward them my video and ask them to investigate what kind of role Ling Xinxiang, the Federation of UK Fujian Chinese in London, as well as the CCP have played in the attacks against the Hong Kongers in London, and whether criminal charges should be filed against them, as people were badly hurt and somebody was paying £10,000 to get information about 2 exiled Hong Kongers. This photo shows the Hong Kongers who were at the rally in London. See the one with the black flag and the one who has a loudspeaker? They are the ones that should be hit hard first, according to the WeChat messages we just saw. See these metal and wood sticks? According to an eyewitness whose first name is Natalie, the attackers hid these kinds of objects in their clothes and used them as weapons to attack Hong Kongers. Some attackers threw the sticks into the trash bin afterwards. So the roadmap of how the CCP exercises its non-arm of governance in overseas countries is very clear now. The CCP controls organizations such as the Federation of UK Fujian Chinese, as well as individuals such as Ling Xinxiang, and makes them do things for the CCP. Also, the Chinatowns in each country are the main target for the CCP to exercise control. For example, the Chinese restaurant in Chinatown all need to import materials like food ingredients from China. The owners all have relatives living in China. They still need to go back to China, etc. So all this can be used by the CCP to control them. And as more and more Chinese companies and Chinese people are investing in overseas countries too, and the CCP can also exercise influence through them. Obviously, the CCP is more and more taking the entire world as its stage. That's why it didn't feel satisfied after killing Hong Kong's freedom and driving many freedom-loving Hong Kongers out of Hong Kong. It needs to extend its persecution of Hong Kongers to wherever they choose to go. On the other hand, since the CCP's suppression of Hong Kong has drawn much international condemnation and sanctions, the CCP also needs to justify its policies in Hong Kong. That's why the CCP needed to create an event such as patriotic overseas Chinese people angrily beating up the Hong Kong independence elements or the poisonous Hong Kong elements to continue to brainwash Chinese people inside China to make Chinese people think that the party has done a great thing to crack down on Hong Kong because these people want to seek independence. They are tools of the West to do dirty work, etc. That's why over 3 million articles were needed for such a small event in Chinatown in London. I think it is sad enough that Hong Kong's freedom has been killed so soon, but it is even sadder if after escaping to the UK, to other countries, those Hong Kongers still cannot enjoy a tariff-free life. Are Western countries really helpless in terms of stopping the CCP's long arm from doing evil in their own countries? I hope every one of us can think about these issues. Recently, after the US announced that it would invite Taiwan to attend the Summit for Democracy, the CCP was so disappointed and that it started a new round of attacks on the US and even gave the US a new nickname, the United States of sowing discord and harming others. Let's watch a short clip of how a news anchor of China Central TV (CCTV) says it.
美国正在拉帮结派操办一场所谓的民主峰会，这个世界驰名的美利坚货中国又在打着民主的旗号排练滑稽剧了。网友说，什么民主峰会应该叫民主峰会，因为会上的民主都是美国封的。美国甚至不顾中方的坚决反对，执意邀请台湾当局的代表参会，其险恶惑众之心毫不遮掩。
Well, why does the CCP call the US the United States of sowing discord and harming others? Because the Chinese pronunciation of this is 美利坚或中国. It sounds very similar, it sounds very similar to the Chinese pronunciation for the United States of America, which is 美利坚合众国. But who is really sowing discord and harming others? After watching my show this far, I think everyone can work out the correct reply, right? Well, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't, please subscribe to and share my channel. Please also consider signing up for membership or making a donation through my website at jenniferzengblog.com so that I can ignore the censorship and suppression of YouTube and focus on my truth-telling effort. Thank you so much. Now let me see if there are questions or comments for me to respond to. So Jack and Robert say, I enjoy your reports. Good. I'll look for you on Telegram. Good. And C says, seems like protests are going on everywhere. Yes, I think in last weekend, there were huge scale of so-called Stop Asian Hate rally in America as well. And I was told there were also the CCP's influence on it. If I found more information, I may do another show about it. Okay, Susan Kovana said, hello, Jennifer. Tell us the CCP news that no other else reports. Sending warm hugs and wishes for good health. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, seems that's all for me to comment on now. So I think I'll say goodbye to you, and I hope you have a nice weekend. Thank you. See you next time.